all this country music and stuff, rumors have just been going crazy. Her friend Taylor Swift may be on the collaboration.
Beyonce is back, and she's back in a way as a cowgirl, and I can't stop watching. During Sunday night's Super Bowl, Beyonce surprised fans by releasing 2 new country-flavored songs. I'm like, what is happening here? What is this movement that I am seeing as, especially with mainstream artists, that they're doing these country songs? Anyway, so there's visualizers. So we have Texas Hold'em, we have 16 Carriages, and, she has like Houston roots. I guess initially, like country radio, they didn't want to play her music, right?
There was a station that wasn't playing their stuff, kind of went viral when somebody kind of called them out and were just like, hey, they're not playing our music. They're not playing Beyonce. They said, no, we're a country station. We don't play Beyonce. And then that post kind of went wild, and then everyone started requesting. And then within a short amount of time, they're like, oh no, don't worry. We have Beyonce is coming up. She's coming up. And then they since have played it. But one of the program directors of KBay was saying that the reactions were mixed, and they were getting kind of pressure from some of their listeners not to play it as soon as wind kind of happened about it. And
But
just
didn't we kind of have that happen when Taylor Swift very slowly she made this switch, and then it felt very dramatic, where it's like she's country, and then all of a sudden she's pop. All of a sudden she's completely mainstream, and there was a resistance to her doing that because it's kind of like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? You got so big, so now you got to come over here and take over what we're doing here.
Well,
I don't know if there's any merit to any of that, but I'm just saying, we've seen this before.
There was a resistance, I think, not only to that, but just country radio stations were also, I think, slowing down her play because they kind of felt like betrayed when she started making that whole kind of crossover and just kind of sticking away from it. But you're right. She dropped 2 different visualizers. The Texas, I mean, and let me just say, I listened to both of these Beyonce songs, and I think they're fantastic. I think she sounds great. I think the songs are good. I think that she's going to have quite an impact once it gets going, because you cannot deny that the songs are good and her vocals are just incredible on
So
both
wait,
of
you
them.
don't think that this is just a quick pop-up thing that she did on a random note? You think she's actually making a move
Well,
towards like Beyonce's now a country artist?
no, I don't know about that, but I do know that we've seen it a lot with artists. We're hearing things about like, Post Malone is talking about going country. Tons of artists have done it. Gwen Stefani dips her toes into country. Lana Del Rey, Ed Sheeran has expressed interest in making, country albums. And even like Pharrell Williams, as part of his whole like fashion line, he's wearing like cowboy hats all the time. So like I'm seeing it a lot. And we had Lil Nas X, the Old Town Road, that song he did with Billy Ray Cyrus. So it's always there. Everyone's always trying to do the crossover. But I will say that, like I said, Beyonce songs, I think they sound really good. For it, to me, they kind of felt like she should have a movie like where she's like, like a country singer, or some kind of Western movie or something. And they kind of feel, some of the Texas Hold'em kind of feels like a soundtrack kind of song. But the 16 Carriages is just incredible. Both the songs are incredible. But
yeah, well, and there's some visualizers that you can't stop watching.
She may or don't have any clothes on.
I don't know. She came back. She's like, "Hey guys, remember me?" And I'm like, "All right, all right."
Everyone is super paying, attention to it. Texas Hold'em already has on Spotify over 9 million plays. I mean, the song was just released a couple days ago. On YouTube, the visualizer has about almost 3 million. And then 16 Carriages, the visualizer on that has a little over 2 million. And with all this country music and stuff, the rumors have just been going crazy that, her friend Taylor Swift may be on, the collaboration, because, she has that Renaissance 2 that's going to be coming up. And, there's going to be more of these songs on it. And they, and her producer actually was interviewed and said, he was asked directly if, she was going to be working with Taylor Swift on the record, and he was like, I can't say anything, but everyone's going to be very shocked, about what goes on.
Yeah, so go check out that Beyonce.